today. I mean, I hope they don't, but I assume they will because I got a crazy, angry, screaming phone call from Hemda last night. This is the part I didn't tell you, Chris.
Okay.
All right. So Hemda's there with her girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. And we're all outside, and Hemda and I'm like, listen, I don't want you to talk about me on your show anymore. And she's like, well, I'll consider it, you know. And I said, well, I'd like to start a truce. You don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. And it got a little heated. Chris was there. He tried to diffuse it. Remember that, right?
I attempted to diffuse it, yeah.
Okay, now me and my girlfriend Kylie, we go back inside to the hookah bar. And a minute or two later, Hemda's girlfriend comes back in, Lauren, okay? And she sits down opposite us. And we're just all sitting there, and it's kind of awkward. I feel awkward, you know, because, you know, what do I say to her, you know?
Yeah.
So I say to her, listen, you know, just because me and Hemda are in a fight doesn't mean you and I have to be, can we still be cool, you know? Or do we have to be in a fight by association? And she's like, no, we're cool, we're fine. I'm like, cool, because I felt awkward. I'm like, so awesome.
Well, you've also got this thing, Danny. I don't know if you realize this about yourself, but you need people to like you. If people in a
Everybody
room don't
has
like
that
you,
thing. You have that thing too.
I don't. No, I don't.
No,
I don't. If somebody really generally dislikes me, like, go screw yourself.
That's not true. You complain to me about it all the time.
I see you bend over backwards sometimes to make the most.
Danny can't bend over
people
backwards.
People
like
always want to be liked. That's the thing about people. They want to be liked.
Yeah, but you can't stand being not liked.
Nobody likes being unliked. That's the thing about being liked. Everybody wants to be liked. Nobody wants to be not liked.
Listen,
what
happened?
Okay.
So
everything's cool, right? I say, you know, we don't have to be. She goes, no, we're fine. So Kylie's there with me. She witnesses everything, you know. And I say, okay, great, because I think you're a nice person, and you know, we don't need to have problems.
So you're befriending the lesbian.
Yeah. So that's it. So Kylie and I leave a few minutes later.
We left together. We all walked down this. Yeah.
I think nothing more of it.
Okay.
I get home. Hemda calls me. Now, I know if she's calling me, it's got to be crazy. So I put it on speaker so Kylie could hear, because she's also like, why is Hemda calling you, you know? So I hit it on speaker. She starts screaming at me. Why the hell would you talk to my girlfriend, Lauren? You know, how dare you? It's a real douchebag move to try and involve her by saying, like, you don't have to be in a fight with her. How dare you talk to her? I didn't talk to your girlfriend, which is rude to not talk to her. She just ignored her. That's rude, you know? I think you should talk to people. So she just starts screaming, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't really sorry. I just wanted to get her off the phone because she was nuts.
Yeah.
I hang up, and I know that I push people's buttons, and I rub people the wrong way, and sometimes I'm annoying, and sometimes I do or say the wrong thing, and I ask, a lot of times.
All the time in front of everyone.
So I asked Kylie, I said, and Kylie's never on my side.
Yeah.
You know, she's always the first one to tell me I'm wrong, my girlfriend.
All right.
She's like, no, you're wrong, you're annoying, you're an idiot, whatever.
Yeah,
I say,
she sent that to me in an email. Like, I was just confirming coming here. She was like, by the way, Danny's a real D-bag. Where did that come from? That was weird. But, all right, I want to get
so I say to her, you witnessed everything tonight. Was this warranted? Did I do anything wrong? And she goes, for once you did nothing wrong. She goes, that Hemda's a crazy bitch. That's what she told me. She goes, that was insane. You did nothing wrong. You don't need to feel bad about anything.
I'll tell you what it is, okay? Hemda would have an argument if...
I was like, am I crazy? I don't think I did anything wrong. She's just looking for stuff now.
You didn't make her, like, take her friend to make sides because her friend sat by you.
Yeah, she sat right opposite us.
Yeah, that's the reason why you're okay.
And I wasn't even like, hey, let's stir up the controversy again. Let me tell you my side of this or anything. I was just like, can we be cool? That's all.
Well, ironically, though, in the telling of the story, you're starting up the controversy.
Well, because I'm only telling the story because I got that crazy phone call last night, and I know what they do is they spin everything I do to make me look like this jerk and this asshole, and they're going to go on their show and be like, guess what this douchebag did last night? And they're going to make me look bad somehow with this, and I need to defend myself, you know, at least on my own show. And you know, I think it's a ridiculous... She's just looking for things. And I'm usually like, you know what? They whatever I do, I was in a taxi once with Keith. I was talking to the taxi driver. I didn't think anything of it. The next day, they go on the air and they're talking about, you know, Lobell's so annoying, asking this taxi driver all these questions about himself just because I want to talk to people. I'm a human person. I talk to people.
Did it bother you that the taxi driver didn't like you?
You didn't dislike me. You did not dislike me. But Keith spun it in such a way, and then I was like, you know what?
Well, you don't know.
It's always just me. There's no witnesses. There's no witnesses to say, Lobell, you're not crazy. You know, this wasn't your fault. But this time I have a witness. Kylie was there for the whole thing, and she's a very straight-edge person. She doesn't mess around. You know, she's always the first one to call me out on stuff.
I don't really know him at all. Chemda has always seemed to me all right, you know. But I'll tell you something, like, yeah, there's no witnesses. And also, like, if you're making jokes and you just break it down, everybody seems like a complete jerk.
Everything I do is scrutinized by these people.
Like,
scrutinized.
When I was there for the bingo thing, Keith is bringing up the story Lolita, okay? And, like, let me be honest with you. There's no way you can bring up the story of Lolita and not sound like the biggest dirtbag on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you make any joke and it's broken down, you're always going to be a jerk.
She accused me of talking crap about their show on this show. I have talked about it. I don't think I said crap. I always say it's a good show.
Well, you know what?
I've always said that. I say that, you know, I have my issues with them, but they do a good show. They promote guys like Jesse Joyce, which I think is a wonderful thing.
Let's talk about Jesse Joyce.
Yeah,
let's talk about Jesse.
Forget about Jesse. They promote Jesse. We promote them who promote Jesse, and